Kalama. Hello, how are we, darling? Welcome and welcome to my live session. Please hit the like button as you join in this live. When we go live, we usually talk about health promotion and healthy lifestyle practices. Glad to hear you doing good, Kala. All is well up here with me also. Yeah, please share the link to your platforms. Let your loved ones know that Mass Chef Cook is live. When we go live, we talk about healthy promotions and healthy lifestyle practices. So we bring out those tips that you can use to maintain your health or promote your well-being. Thank you for the likes. Please hit the subscription button if you're joining this live for your first time, or if you're visiting my page for your very first time. When you hit the subscription button, also do the bell to get notifications anytime when we're live or when we post a new video. Yes, Kalama Connell. I am trying to cook a delicious, healthy soup for the day. We all know the importance of protein into a human diet, but eating the right meat depends on the source of the meat, how the meat is processed, and how the meat is prepped before eventually cooking it for the meal. Those are the three important components that you have to always think behind your mind when you want to incorporate meat into your diet. Because if we eat without eating that protein, obviously we will not be able to function, because your brain will be needing some energy. Your brain will be needing proteins. And so we need that protein too in our human body to replenish any damaged tissues or improve our cells growth. So we know protein, again, not only does it helps improve our skin elasticity because of the collagen in protein, but we also have to remember that cooking the meat correctly for an appropriate temperature, prepping it correctly to remove that excess cholesterol that is in food, because the bad cholesterol that we have in our human body usually comes but from animal fat, and we have to say bye-bye to those animal fats, especially when we're making meals. Please hit the like button. Hit the like, everybody. Hit the like and share, please. Let your loved ones know that Mass Chef Cook is live. So when you get your meat, depending on the source, if it's like natural organic meat, we all know that it has less amount of cholesterol in it than processed meat. So you have to take your time. You trim the meat and take out any excess fat. Like this one, it has no fat at all in this meat. So this meat is good to go. So you just have to cut it into smaller chunks or into your desirable sizes. Then you parboil the meat first in hot water, because when you parboil your meat in hot water, you are actually extracting some of that fat that was embedded or that is in the meat before you cook it. When you do that, you've taken out more of the antimicrobials as well as the excess fat in the food before processing it now for a nice, delicious meal of your choice. So this is how we should be doing it. If you want to have those body organs stay clean and free from excessive fat, this is how we have to process our meat all the time. This is how we have to prep our meat, making sure all those little fat in the meat is out before you process it again for a meal. Like the live, guys. Please like and share. Like the live. Share the link to your platforms. Let your friends, brothers, sisters, uncle, neighbor knows that Mass Chef Cook is live. Again, when we go live, we talk about tips that we can actually use to maintain our well-being or promote our health. Lifestyles, what we do daily in order to maintain a well-being or promote our well-being. We know life without health is insignificant, as they've always said, or as they say. So we have to be very healthy in order to be functional and in order to be productive in the society. This is our meat. As you can see, the fat, the excess fat in the meat has been trimmed out already. And at this point, this meat is not ready to be consumed yet. It's not ready for me to cook it for a meal. I have to go through the second phase of prepping my meat, which is again passing this meat in hot boiling water for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Just when the meat is about to boil, then you remove it from the stove and then wash it, season it, and then cook it for another 40 minutes to 45 minutes. Pi, hi, how are we? Welcome and welcome to my live, sir. Please, if it's your first time visiting the page, don't forget to hit the subscription button. And when you do, also hit the bell to get notifications anytime when we live or when we post a new video. So this meat, as it looks, it's ready to get into hot water. And I'm going to stir it once as I have that nice foam on top of the meat, or just when it's about to boil. Then I bring it down, wash it, season it, and then cook it for a good 40 minutes. And then use it to make any desirable dish of your choice. Nice looking meat. Guys, stay tuned as we continue this cooking process today. Inside my pot, I'm gonna bring some hot water to the stove and let it boil, and then add the meat. Please hit the like button. Hit the like, everybody. I need your likes. I need your likes, everybody. And don't forget always to wash your hands. Wash your hands right after you prep any meat, because the germs in your hands, you don't want to use it and touch other surfaces, because when you do so, you contaminate the other surfaces, and so you risk of spreading out any bacteria that were in the meat onto other surfaces, or yourself end up touching that surface that you have already contaminated and using the same hands to pick something that is readily eatable. Yes. So guys, let's move over and continue with the cooking process. Let the water get boiled, and then we proceed to wash the meat. Once as our water looks boiling like this, then you go ahead and introduce the meat into the hot water. Pot boil the meat for 5 to 10 minutes. Then bring it down, wash it nicely before seasoning with your condiments. Bring the camera closer. Not only you passing your meat in hot water like this makes you to end up with a very clear broth when you cook your soup, but again, it helps extract most of that fat from your meat before you cook it. Just leave it again in hot water for a good 5 minutes again or 10, then bring it down. Just as the meat is about to boil like this is the great time for you to bring it down and then wash it. You can see how much foam is on top of the meat and fat. When you take out all of this foam out of the meat before you cook your soup, the broth will exceptionally be very clean, giving it a very brilliant color, soup color when the meal is ready. Then transfer my pot to the fire, add some water, just a pinch of water. The meat looks well washed up. Then I go ahead and introduce it inside my pot that I'm gonna be cooking my soup with. At this junction, I'm not gonna add any more water or no water at all inside my pot because you want the juice, you want the water to come from the meat itself or the meat to release its own juice as you're cooking it. I covered it up. While it's cooking, I look for my spices and then add. Then I continue to season my meat with some ginger, with some red onions, green peppers, salt, cube seasoning, and dried herbs to make it taste just so delicious. Cover it and bring it to boil. Look at how clear the broth is with no fat in the meat.